Mr. Bill Pops, how you doing? Paul Harris, there you go. All right, guys and girls, time to get it on here and have a little fun tonight. Now, for those who are just tuning in and watching this session for the first time over on my channel and going, what in the world is this and this format and why is the video so crappy? One, this is a live session. Two, I'm doing it from my phone. Three, the signal is bad. And this is the opportunity I give my subscribers to be a family, to have a chat room in these days of lockdown where people can be a community here. And we have a good community. We got people. So that's what this is all about. This is a free form chat session for my subscribers more than anything. And, it's a good chance to do some Q&A with old Green Greg's here. And Friday nights, I'm usually fried, burned out from a long week and no sleep. So that's why I call it fried or Friday fried. Green Greg's and ham. I have a little humor too, okay? Hope that's all right with folks. I mean, have a little humor, right? Boy Scout motto, yes, be prepared. And that's something we do in this channel, right? We keep prepping, among other things. Prepping, gardening, and the like. So, how you doing, Amanda? How's everything down in Australia, my friend? So let's see. And she's giving all the love. Appreciate that. Said, I am in love with Green Greg's and Gam. Love you too, Amanda. Gosh, girl, wish you were up here in the States. You got to come see us. Maybe all this stuff will break loose here. So you're getting into the warm weather down there. We're getting into the cold weather. What's it like in Australia? You still with us? Am I buffering, folks? What's happening? I'm not getting a whole lot of feedback here. So we've had a very eventful week since last Friday here. Been crazy, insane. Like this next week may be even crazier, right? Do the dance. Kind of hard to do the dance. Hold on here. Yeah, there's a few dances I might do for you one day. some old hillbilly type dances, maybe. You like my tapestry? I've had that since I was a boy. I got a bunch of old phone books piled up there. Sorry about that. Phone books make good children. You can strap them to your chest, and they might stop a few small rounds. Y'all see the comic from Homer? He actually had a phone book strapped to his chest. I thought that was funny because I had mentioned that previously. And I showed it on my videos because that picture is dated for Wednesday, 20 January 2021. It's like Doomsday Apocalypse picture. Let's see. Not all my comments got posted. What happened? Maybe someone been deleted. Hey, Bill, how you doing? So I discovered, I was trying to post some comment to one of my postings in the user group, and it wouldn't take them. I was wondering what happened. I was posting to it, and it had that group included. So I don't know what's going on there. Facebook, I was checking to see if he can ban me from posting anything. They might do it. Lady Dagger Status, how you doing, my friend? So we got a lot of folks beginning to come in now. We got 27 folks. Thank you. Keith, how you doing, buddy? And so, Mr. Bill Pops, so some of your comments just aren't coming through, huh? Well, what's causing that? I don't know. Mary Hoos, how you doing? And we got Blue Bottle Bunny Farm in the house. Eyes wide open and head on a swivel. There you go. Let's all join hands and do the worm wiggle. Let's do the worm warp again. Time warp, worm warp. Say that 10 times fast. Worm warp, worm warp, worm warp. Worm warp. Let's do the worm warp again. Hey, worms warp time, right? They have wormholes. You got a time warp, worm warp. Yeah, y'all might remember that song. How you doing there, Andrea? I've got Cassandra in the house. Thank you. Jessie Leanne. All right. Angela, how you doing? Catherine, all right. Swivelheads Legion. All right, Apollo. All the sun. Hey, all the sun. Mr. Bill wants to Mr. Bill, not Mr. Bill Potts, but Mr. Bill wants to block you. Did you know that, all the sun? Did a video on that just a moment ago. Well, at least he's planning for a small experiment to investigate the prospects of blocking the sun with calcium carbonate. What about that? Just digging in the dirt. Well, Sweeps, that's a good to do. Digging in the dirt, especially now. And all the sun thinks that's funny that all the sun is trying to be blocked by Mr. Bill. My brother Bill got a still on the hill. When he runs them off a gallon or two, and the buzzards in the sky get so drunk they can't fly from a smelling that good old Mountain Dew. Yeah, they call that the good old Mountain Dew. And yeah, them that refuse it are a few. There's Jason that he'd like that song. Let's see here. And me a little spot of tea there. Spot of tea. And Amanda B says, hello. What's she saying? Good sir, this chat is what I need, mate. You calm me down. All right, folks, there you go. That's what a lot of people tell me. They love to hear my deep voice and southern accent. Good for calming one down. People need their nerves calmed down right now, don't they? Of course, if I keep talking like this, y'all might fall asleep. I might hypnotize you. Oh, shit, I'm laughing and shaking the phone. Sorry about that, guys. Let's see. Lisa, how you doing? And maybe he is trying to make the sky less acidic. That would do it, wouldn't it? Might make the ocean less acidic, too. But then, calcium, where is it going to get the calcium carbonate? Is it going to put it out of seawater to start with? That's what all the shellfish do. It's how they make their shells. Calcium carbonate. I'm pretty warm in Flin Flon as well. All right, Catherine, where you at? What's got you so warm? Are you down in the southern hemisphere, down in a warm spot, or you just got some good blankets and a fire? So let's see here. And Einstein's mom. Well, hey, Einstein's mom, thank you for all the hearts. Appreciate that. 3 degrees C here in western Alberta. Absolutely the warmest winter I ever experienced. Wow, how about that? But Catherine is digging out of the snow. Wouldn't you know? Digging out of the snow. And I'm buffering. Yikes. It's your chuckles that is one of your nicest qualities, Greg. Well, thank you, Arnold. Well, you guys get me chuckling. Yeah, Catherine, I see I was buffering. Sorry about that. In northern Manitoba, Canada, on the edge of the Borals. Okay, Boral Forest. Manitoba. Well, I have been to... I've been in the Northwest Territories. I've been in Alberta and British Columbia. I've not been in Manitoba or Saskatchewan, but I have been in Alberta. I've been Dawson City's in Alberta. I've been to I've never been in South Alberta. I was in northern Alberta. I've been I used to go to Ontario a lot when I was working on the space station remote manipulating system, the space station robotics back in the old space station freedom days. I used to go up to Toronto a lot. So, northern Manitoba. Mr. Real Pop says, no, me, I want the sun and ventilate the other Bill's noggin. Bill's noggin. Keeps a dragging. All right, I'm not seeing any more comments here. I wonder if they're frozen. Somebody say hi or boo, because I may have to hit the comment refresh button. If I do that, I'm going to have to keep hitting it every time. Catch up. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If I don't see another comment here in a minute, I'm going to know that it's frozen. It shouldn't be frozen out already. Gosh almighty. Yes, it is. I'm going to hit it. That's what's happening here. Top. Let's see. Well, let's give me a lot more choices normal. I'll check and see everything. Oh, yeah, it did. It froze up. Oh, I hate it when it does that, especially when it does it right off the bat. And we just got started. Sometimes I run into that later on. Here we go. I would love to sit down with Mr. B and teach him about how to really help humanity. Do you think he really cares? Yeah. Sorry, buffered out again. Said you were feeling better under the weather. Yeah, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Getting our first snow in western Kentucky. See, you're getting snow, but up in Manitoba, they're warm. Kiwi MacArthur, it's really warm where I am in New Zealand. If you're getting down. Let's see here. Well, shucks to it all. Keep buffering. Yeah, sorry about that. Smile, mate. Fill that body of yours with goodness. I would love to go to NWT. Yeah, it's beautiful up there. Well, actually, I wasn't in NWT. I was in Yukon. Did I say Northwest Territories? No, I was in Yukon. Sorry about that. Well, it's not in the Northwest Territories. I love to go there. No, I was in Yukon. I was driving down the Alaska Highway. I got to the end of it in Dawson City. Instead of turning east to head home, I turned west and went down the left coast. And Jessica says boo. Lady Dagger says hi. Sassafras Red, how you doing? Always buffers for a minute. Yeah, sorry about that. We're getting a lot of boos. Everybody saying boo to each other. Well, I'm going to have to hit that button again. Gee. So what's this doing now is I can only read messages when I hit the update button. Oh, Desert Rose is in the house. Thank you. Good to see you. And let's see. About to see where everybody was at, and I got to scroll back now. So it's those men behind. Can't teach stupid, says Mr. Bill Potts. Oh, I had a lot of comments there. I missed. Wow. Folks are talking fast. I wasn't seeing nothing. Greg, hi, and boo. Says Travis. All right. And Kenny, hi, Greg. Hope you and everyone stay well. Yeah, we are. Hope you do. They are working hard to silence us. No kidding. Still too warm up here. All right, Catherine. So you're in Manitoba, and it's what, 1 or 2 or 3 degrees or something like that, which is just above freezing. Shoot, it may be about that around here. I love gardening at night. Okay. Well, one thing about it, if you're in this area, but I'm gardening at night, they love coming out in the dark. But I'm usually out in a late time for you to visit. So, Greg, what's the real word with the DC troops and what's going on? I know you have someone on the scene, LOL. Well, I don't know if I want to talk about it. Yeah, I hear stuff about it. Interesting stuff about it. There's snow. No notice. Desert Rose, no notice. Well, I put out a notice 30 minutes before the meeting. I got kind of wrapped up in some stuff. Sorry about that. I don't know why you didn't get a notice. I'm not good with it. He will care for all his tunnels get hit with liquefaction. He is terrified. You talking about Bill? Mr. Bill? Bill back better. Let's see, sixes. Dennis. Yukon is the best. Yeah, Yukon's interesting. Gasoline's real high up there, though. Woo-wee. What's when I was up there? That's a long time ago. So you weren't even born when I drove through the Yukon territory. Probably. Yeah, it was back in, I was going through there at the end of April in 83. The end of April in 83. Last week in April, 1983. You're high as a kite. Me too. No, not actually. Not actually, not me. I might act like it, though. I might act like it. Well, let's see what messages I just missed here. All right, I'm going to scroll back up. Wow, I'm behind. All right, Greg, what's your thoughts? Do tell us seriously. We have to talk here in a little bit. Run with Caribou. Run with Caribou. Like run with wolves or something. What happened to the bugs you in the light parking lot? Oh, you remember that, Angel? Yeah, we just haven't had as many bugs around here as we used to. And I don't know, we might have had a few more this summer, but still, it's not like it used to be. I'm used to you couldn't drive anywhere without getting bugs all over your windshield at nighttime. It's just not the same around here. Now, some places say they still got them. I go down in South Georgia, I really run into them down there, but we don't have the bugs we used to have. Nowhere near it. So that's like canary in the coal mine kind of thing. What's happening with the bugs? President Trump has declassified and authorized a list of more than a foot-high stack of documents. Yeah, on the Obama administration. Yeah, talking about that the Russiagate thing stuff. Sure enough, it kicked me out and it's buffering. Oh, so you get kicked out, Desert? -7, says Catherine. Is that what your temperature there? Okay, -7 in centigrade. Okay, so you're below freezing. That's pretty good below freezing. Yeah, about to get really cold in Manitoba. Okay. Trump, part of a larger campaign to discredit and undermine the incoming U.S. president. So deep function is not buying into that. Legalize weed federally, says Neil Cole. And Sonali, how you doing, Sonali? Sonali's our friend in India, folks. We got India is in the house, the country of India. Hi, Greg. What's the temperature? Where are you right now? It's sunny in India. Well, it's not here. And we've had some nights where it's been pretty cold. I can walk outside. I'm going to stay long because it's putting on my jacket. I'm going to grab a flashlight. I don't want to stay long with my jacket. I'll walk out there for a second. I was out there a minute ago feeding my cat, my outside cat. I did leave the light on outside. Make it go a little faster. I'll look right at the thermometer, see what it says. Yeah, it had warmed up yesterday. We've had it get pretty cold here. It was like 20F, not 20F. What was it? It got down in the 20s, upper 20s, I think, for a little while, for a few days at nighttime. And then we had snow. I think I did a video. So it's not that cold right now. It's about 37 degrees. About 37 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm turning this video around here. No, get it wrong. Ah, shoot. Hang on, guys. Try it again. This button's kind of snickety. There it is. Yeah. Not too bad. Not too bad. Cat didn't eat her food. She ain't eating much. She comes along here and wants me to feed her, but then she don't eat much. Either somebody else is feeding her or she's eating rats. I don't know which one. So, back in. Not too bad to walk out with just a shirt sleeve right now. If I sit down out there for a while, I'd get a bit illy probably. No frogs tonight. Come February, they'll be singing though. It's not long. Next month, those little peepers will be singing. They'll be peeping about a month from now. They even do it on cold nights. So y'all, we'll have to do some peeper frogs soon. Won't be long. We'll have the little peepers. Y'all like those, don't you? All right. So what we got here? So Astro Zombie Apocalypse. Says Greg, remember a couple of years ago when the Navy ships were crashing into each other? Do you think those boats were hacked by China? China had some EMP type weapons. They were knocking out the comm systems in these boats, the guidance and navigation. So I can get the screen to brighten up. There we go. Put the phone in. I don't know, dim so much. Can't be that low on the battery. So heard polar vortex going to Calgary. Yeah, I heard it's going to split. Lavera, how you doing? All right, this is going to delegitimize Mr. B, even amongst the fake news in there. Okay. Kansas is a safe place for Armageddon. Saskatchewan, province that borders Manitoba to the west. That's right, Saskatchewan. I'll go to Saskatchewan one day. Very interesting. Get northern Saskatchewan. Might be some big feet up there. What do you think? Buffering is harsh here in Colorado. Uh-oh. Let's see. I'm going to have to hit this update button again now. I got to hit that regular. Keep up with folks. Yeah, I got to scroll back up and see what the latest message was. Then come back down. Oh, Lordy. Wow, y'all been talking a lot. That's good. Wow, I still got to keep going. All right, I'm behind. Keeping up with you guys, way behind. All right. Been with you for a Mr. Greg, born in August 2, 1997. What? Been with you for a Greg, Mr. Greg. Okay, so he was born in 1997. Is that it, Cody? 1997. Yeah, that was like quite a few years after I went through Canada's western side. Back in 83. So it snowed more in East Texas a few days ago than it ever has in my life. Wow, okay. Desert Rose. Well, a lot of the news, who knows? It'll be a subject. Yeah, we'll have some interesting news in the next few days. Catherine, walk the dogs on Manitoba-Saskatchewan border. Nice. Yes, Mr. Bill didn't fund your universal habitat. He's running scared. Maybe I can talk to him about that. You want to talk to him, Sweeps? If he's truly for the environment, he ought to like my universal habitat, right? And he could funding that would be he wouldn't even know he'd funded it. You or me losing a penny would be a penny in his pocket. Lindsey Graham just released all the information he's been hiding on the Judiciary Committee. Ooh, he could have released it before the election. He was too busy stabbing us in the back. Yeah, there you go. Well, I used to accuse him of being McCain's girlfriend. He and McCain were pretty tight. It's got a funny way of talking. So I used to say he was McCain's girlfriend. No, I don't know. Probably shouldn't have said that. Let's see. Always buffers. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the downsides. So if y'all are just coming here wondering what this phone, I'm always buffering. I can't help it, guys. I buffer when I'm live through the cell phone service, or if I go live through this router right here, and that router has good signal. So I got a router right here, and it can run all my other stuff. I got 2 computers running off of it right now, off that router, and they got no problem. But when this phone's on it and I'm live with you guys, buffer. Doesn't even make sense. Caterpillars were out in Ontario 2 days ago. Really? Wow. In Ontario? Is it that warm? That's funny. I do enjoy the lady bouncers. You are all very knowledgeable. Yeah, we got some good lady mods in here. My chickens are eating all the bugs. There you go. 2 inches of snow in Missoula today. Hey, Sonia, how you doing? Missoula. I like to go to Missoula and eat some granola. Rebel Rose, how you doing? Let's see here. It was -6 here yesterday morning. Wow. Catherine likes India. Let's see. It stayed on the ground for a few days. Yeah, we had a little bit out here for 2 or 3 days before it melted off. Bigfoot Lil, says David Clark. Coco, field trip, says Lavera. Rebel Rose, where you abouts, girl? Let's see. Yeah, I got a lot of ladies from out west in here. Let's see, Greg, I left your remark about your previous video on the 14th about the memory issue for your video shares. There, Mark was left to help you cure the problem. Okay, Craig, I'll have to see if I can go back and find it. My daughter's fiance is from India. Okay. Mr. Fish, what do you think they're doing to the debit cards instead of checks? Wow, it's trying to knock me off here. Jeez. Greg, things feel surreal here. People are acting paranoid. Our temps are in the low 30s. Yeah, people are paranoid because everything's going crazy. Upper 80s, Southern California. Waiting for the traditional Indian wedding. Hey, I love Indian food now. I tell you that. I really enjoyed getting D threats from encouraging people to be peaceful and not show up to the capitals. Well, I was doing that, telling people to stay home. Don't go crazy. Keep your head on your shoulder. Don't go crazy, folks. Right now, we're still in the information war. Don't let it go. Right now they're looking for reasons to discredit everybody. So don't give them the reasons right now. There can be more false flags. Well, probably. I would say so. Definitely. Got to hit that scroll button again, which means I got to go back up. Oh, we got a super chat. Thanks, Rhonda. And she says, thanks for being you. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. I'm scrolling back up the other messages. Well, I'm glad somebody likes me being. Oh, there's another super chat. Okay. How you doing, Cassandra? Much love. I will call Mr. G and see if he can afford a few $1 million for the habitat. Mr. G? You want Mr. B? Wow. Thank you, Dan. Dan says, keep it up. All right. I'm still scrolling back up to get to where I left off. GD Dow's in the house, guys. We're living amazing times right now, says Rebel Rose. No kidding. No kidding. And Kenny said, Rebel, no any land for sale. All right, let me scroll back down. I've caught up where I was. So I like Indian people. They're so nice. They are. They are. A lot of Indian people have such a musical way of talking. It's really cute to hear them talk. Yeah, I like hearing people talk. It always sounds so musical. Yeah, I like that. It's a cute accent. And let's see. Judy says, I've been rotating preps. There you go. That's a smart thing to do. Stand the foot. Come on, man. Oh, stand the foot. What's wrong? What you don't like? Latest project was restoring 4 Aladdin lamps. 30 gallons of kerosene in north. Yeah. Hey, you keep that kerosene, my friend. Keep it. Nothing happens to people who don't watch TV. Hey, I don't watch TV. China cargo ships with hidden launchers. Oh. Freshly built islands in South China Sea ability to hurt our Navy. Are we at risk of naval conflict? Well, it's a possibility. We've got our aircraft carriers, 2 off each coast right now. There actually might be more than 2. West Coast, East Coast. And there's also, we've got aircraft carriers in the area of Japan, Guam, South China Sea, and we got our one off Persia. So we got aircraft carriers in all the strategic points right now where we might expect trouble. Isn't that? Yeah, I don't watch TV either, Mr. Noah's Ark. Reports of 3.07 jolt in Maine. Another Maine earthquake, eh? 55 degrees? Really? 55. It's warm. Is it 55 right now? Sweeps, 55? Let's see. Y'all are dark now. It's got to be dark down there. Yeah, it's 10:30. Yeah, I know it's dark there now. So that's interesting. Might be a little warmer than we are. Well, thank you, Desert Rose, for thanking Dan. They got great mods. So let's see. I have 14 daughters. Please give me Armageddon. Oh my God. Please give me Armageddon. Yeah, too funny. Also received plane spots on B-52 bombers heading toward the Middle East. Well, I was just waiting on that. I figured that would be the case. Yep, I was waiting on that. We've been sending a bunch of them. I thought, when they going? Found a good spit of mushrooms. Yeah, that's good. Phone call be what? David Clark. I was born in 47. Everyone wants to be helpful, and I let them. Well, that's good, David. Sure. I say I have to use my fists sometimes, obviously, no love comes. Oh, no love comes. If you resemble your profile picture, you got to be a cute lady. Go to Zillow and look, Kenny. Okay. 31, Claremont, North Carolina. Woodstove's watching. Well, you're colder than we are. I'm in the upper 30s here. Oh, sweets. Okay, that's a much love message about the habitat tribe. There we go, Steffords. Say it's not his phone. Yeah, it's the platform. They don't like it on his live sessions, I don't think. Now, if I do it straight from my computer, though, it don't buffer so bad. And I hadn't did, but I have problems just syncing up my YouTube and my Zoom. I'm still having issues with that. I thought I had a click last time and it didn't work out right. That's why I'm on the phone tonight. I got to play with that some more. Oh, I might have to sell it. Well, he'd sign it for you directly? So I say, I still live in the city. Hey, guys, you know, Ola, what's his name? Elon Musk has been kind of bantering back and forth with Bezos as being the richest man in the world. He's been flipping it back and forth lately. I met Elon a couple of times. I've talked with him. And there was a conference I could have met Jeff if I'd went there. Bezos is definitely deep state, though. Woo. So I'm not so. What spare parts would I buy for a 2001 Jeep GC in order to repair EMP, a starter, battery, etc.? Electronic parts, anything that's electronic. If you got a computer in it, got to replace a computer. Jeep was a Chrysler product for a while. I don't know if there still are, but I know. So I would definitely, in 2001, you definitely had a computer controlling it. So I would definitely get the computer. You may have other processors in the system somewhere. You can go to the parts store and just find out what are the processors you got. Anything that's got a chip with microelectronics, you want to have a spare one sitting in a Faraday cage somewhere. You might get some of those anti-signal ferrous spark plug wires. Might do some things like that. That might help. How are the worms today? Well, these worms, they still got to do some work to get back to where they need to be. What do you think is going on? Why do you think there's going to be an EMP? I've seen something about communications going down. Let me hit this refresh button. And Iran has said they would take our grid if we got into it with them. But that in my World of Iran videos, and I've talked about it quite a bit when I talk about Iran. They may attack our grid. There's different ways they can do it. They can just do it by hitting our a direct ballistic attack when somebody goes in and shoots up the transformers. Somebody did a dry run on the Metcalf station transformers in San Jose back in 2013. That would have been April the 16th, 2013. Same day that was the first time the North Korean satellite flew over Washington, D.C. And about that time frame, they also had a ship in probably the Caribbean or the Gulf of Mexico. So that's what's got me concerned. Put my phone down and miss all the fun. Oh. Cindy Lou, how you do? Sonali, I had a dream to settle in U.S. by after all this happening from 2020. Sadly, I don't think I'm there. Oh, well, I'm gonna tell you something, Sonali. Yeah, we do have a lot of tension right now, but you know what? I think television does amp things up a lot. if you go around in most of our local communities, things are pretty calm. I mean, there are people who philosophically are pitched against each other. Give this a little time, see where it goes. Don't give up on your dream yet. Just give it a little time. We have a lot of Indian people here in the United States, and the ones that are here, as far as I can tell, they all love it. And uh, so, you might make contact with someone already here and see how they feel, what they think. But, um, sad to see you feel that way. Do check. I mean, right in my neighborhood, this neighborhood's quiet. Nothing's going on here. We've got people that are on both sides of the political spectrum around here. Nobody's bothering each other. Um, we had back in the summer a couple little BLM type uh, protests in Huntsville, which is the third largest town in Alabama right now. And I actually went to one, broadcast from it live. It was peaceful. There wasn't no issue. Shoot. did have a guy say, "Oh, I wouldn't have went there. I wouldn't have done that. You're crazy." Ah, shoot, what are they going to do to me? Eat me? A lot of chewing to do. I don't know if any of y'all were watching. I was walking around the courthouse and I saw some guy sitting on some bench at the courthouse. I said, "Hey, where are the riots?" I was having some humor about it, guys. You got to have a little, have a little fun. See, well, the Secret Service has established what is called a green zone in the heart of Washington, D.C. Wow. Squirm. I never heard of it. Never heard of it. I'm a big horror movie fan, but if it's like a B grade, it might be okay. If it's comedy, but I'm not a big horror movie fan. I just into the genre of people suffering. That's just not my. I do like action movies, but I'm just not into the suffering thing. Sophisticated communications takedown all day in D.C. Lee covered it on. Okay. Yeah, I don't doubt that. Sure, they do that. Yeah, Lee used to live in D.C. I bet he is glad to be out of there. Let's see. I had one laugh so far, but I'm always behind. We'll start laughing some more. Jessica. Let's see. UK hired 20,000 new police officers. Wow. They didn't get the defund police memo there. Let's see. As of today in the afternoon, I was one of the last persons to leave a remark, so it should be the easiest to find on top of the 103 reply. Okay, Craig, which video is that on? So they have more troops on the ground in D.C. Oh, really? They did in the Battle of Fallujah. Yeah. There's a difference, though, in combat infantry and National Guard. Now, there are National Guard infantry, and a lot of the National Guard has went to places like Fallujah. They've activated the National Guard a lot here in the past several years since 9/11. A lot of people used to say National Guard meant no go. But boy, back in the Vietnam days, that might have been true, but they sure go these days. Hey, Brother Greg, got to get some ZZ. Okay, Ken, get some sleep, buddy. Hauling 120K to Orangestown, Tennessee. And okay, all right. Well, have a safe drive. And keep your eyes wide open when you're on the road, friend. Okay, don't be driving through any capital cities. Stay away from the capital cities the next few days, okay? That's the best thing you can do. So we've never had many NG in DC for the inauguration. No, it's never been anything like this. I love America, says Sonali. Oh, that's sweet. Well, Sonali, like I said, keep your eyes open, and just it may take a little while, but all this will settle out one day. One day it'll settle out. It may get a lot worse before it gets better, but it's going to settle out. Yay. Jessa, Rose. Thank you, Jessa. Figment. That's that figment. How you say it? Figmentation, like figment of your imagination. Figmentation. Desert Rose, good night, Ken. I wonder how many troops fill when Crooked Nasty and Rhino Pence and I don't know. Well, the military is going to be like the public. The military is divided just like we are. They are just as divided. If we really had a civil war in this country, the military would split. It would split. I saw a video on NCP and it said the fence around the Capitol is to keep people in, not out. Well, that's the part I was trying not to talk too much about yet. That is what some are thinking. That's what some are thinking. Some think that this might be the whole thing Wednesday might turn out vastly different than what people anticipate. I don't want to go into it just yet. I'm going to just wait till Wednesday and see what happens. So, guys, keep your eyes wide open. Wednesday may have a lot of surprises. Just put it that way. I don't know. I won't say too much about it yet. I love Arizona. Yes, it's a cold 55 degrees. Well, you're up in Snowflake now, aren't you? Rumor has it Pelosi got arrested. Oh, I saw those rumors from a while back. They're showing her lady sheriffs. Yeah, I think it's a rumor. I don't buy it yet. Don't buy it. Any tips on restoring soil in a garden? Well, yeah, one you want your soil alive, so put worm castings in it because they have beneficial bacteria, or especially use something like worm tea. There's various other brews that have probiotics. You need to get your probiotics back up. Put a heavy compost layer to it. Compost is the best thing you can add to your gardens. You should always be feeding your garden compost. But there are, I can't remember what he called it. It's got a 3 in it. There's a special formulation that's got fungus and stuff in it. And I should be able to think of it right now. I got brain lock. So, but worm tea is great. I'm going to be making a lot of worm tea in the not too distant future. Merkel resigned. Are you serious? Merkel resigned. What time? I didn't even see that. I thought I was checking the news fairly often here. Merkel resigned. Wow. Wow. Let me hit some international news here, see what it says. Merkel resigned. U.S. politics, business. Oh, shoot. Hit the more button. World. Hit world and see what comes up. Wow, that should be on the top. I'm not seeing it. That should be like headlines here. Oh, guys, I'm not seeing it. Maybe Merkel did resign, but I'm not seeing it. Anybody else heard of Merkel resigning today? Her son overdosed on heroin. Ooh, that's rough. That's rough. Yikes. Guys, I just accidentally hit something. Dadgummit, somebody sent me a chat thing from YouTube. Dadgummit, now how do I get this out of here? I'll try to throw those in the disposal. If I accidentally touch it, it just covered my screen. Her son overdosed on heroin. Wow. Oh, yeah, that's sad. She's the head of a nation and got problems with her kids like that. Wow. But there's a lot of people in Germany that aren't fond of her. Let's see. You know what? I miss my phone doing allow. Yeah, but I have to go into my set to change that. I don't know. This cable's short. It's just not. Go in and I don't think I can change it once I start the video. I'm gonna try it next time, but yeah, it really kind of nails me down when I do that. I try Wi-Fi. Wonder we get life without these geographic boundaries. Just one Earth, one country. Well, what would be good would be if we just had our local tribes, and didn't have to have all these big governments. See, the problem is that some people want a global government. A lot of us are scared of a global government because there's nowhere to go when they want to come up with something on us. And some of your more authoritarian people are pushing for a global government right now, and that really scares a lot of people. But all this national conflict is not good. It's definitely not good. So we got to find a better way around. I think more local type governments is the way to go. Maybe that's one of the reasons I pushed the whole idea of tribes. I think when you governance at the lowest level possible, I would just say, no, did I get what happened here? Send some repeat some messages. Getting your first snow in Western Kentucky. Wow. It says, smile, mate. Wait a minute, did I get way off here? What's happened? Gray, boo, boo. Well, I think I went all the way back to the top. Messages. Oh, let me scroll way down. That's what happened. When I got knocked out, I went I went all the way to the top of the stack of messages. Sorry, guys. Wait a minute, I seen all those messages. It knocked me all the way to the top. Sorry, guys. All right, give me a minute. I'm scrolling back to the top. Oh, you know what? It did that to me when I tried to plug it into the, no, when I tried to plug this thing into the other computer. It gave me a, yeah, I messed up. All right, wow, behind. Oh, we've had a lot of messages. Okay, I'm scrolling back up. Now, but thank you. Just because thank you so much. All right, let's just go back at work. Ontario is getting cold. And Sasquatch, be better if people just sit down and work things out. There you go. Echo chamber. That's what people need to do. Sit down and talk through and have discussion. And we got so many people are just so divided. If we just get people to just sit down and really talk things through. You know, Barbara Marx Hubbard, who was a daughter of that Marx Toy Company, used to be a real innovator and that kind of thing. Because she knew everybody had the same things at heart. And she used to hold a lot of sessions like that. And she called it synergism, or she had a word for it she coined. And she would run processes like that. So let's see, people. If your kids or grandkids would by chance look for dolls they want on Amazon, they will definitely get more than just dolls. It's horrific. Oh, are we talking about Susie? What's happening? That's interesting. Learn about being destroyed from within. Well, there's that. Make a doll for your children. Many blessings. Hi, Vicky. All right, just woke up, Vicky says. Now, Vicky's traveling. Wow. Wow. I said the word military and my phone buffered just as I was reading that. You said it starts to buffer coincidence. Wow. I think you hit on it. It's an algorithm. Interesting. Be sure to have pot holders on your preps and the can opener. There you go, Judy. I always carry a can opener on me. Not that big, heavy iron piece to set on the table. Yeah, I got a can opener in here. Now, I did a video on my 3 favorite knives once upon a time. Y'all might scroll through my videos to find it. I'm trying to open this blade. You see that blade right there? That is a can opener, and it does a really fine job too. And it don't wear out like a lot of your little rotary cheesy can openers. Maybe I'll have to open a can with it one day just for fun, right? The NASA founding director, but also the great Elon, ruler of Mars, attacks Earth. What? I don't know about that. Well, actually, Wernher von Braun was the first director of the Marshall Space Flight Center here in Huntsville. He never was the head of NASA. To say he was NASA's founder, a lot of people say that. He was a founder. He definitely taught the president going to the moon. He definitely, was the head of the rocket program that took us to the moon. He first started out at being, the lead in the Army Ballistic Missile Agency. That was headed up by General Smith, I believe. There was a General Toftoy involved, some other big guys back in the day on the military side. But he was one of the top civilian was Winter von Braun. He had his German rocket team, and they came from Peenemünde, and they first went to White Sands, New Mexico, which is right there, next to El Paso, Texas. My son was stationed in White Sands for a while, and he lived in El Paso, and I've been out there. So it was interesting. But they needed a bigger base, and so they were looking for a place. And Huntsville had a arsenal that was shut down in World War II, and they came out here and they discovered the hills. And they were from Germany was rather mountainous. Of course, these hills don't compare to the mountains they had in Germany, but they liked it. They fell in love with it, and it had all the requirements they needed. So they decided to come here, and this went from being a watercress capital of the world and a cotton mill town to being one of the top aerospace centers in the world. We got more PhDs per capita and more engineers per capita than any other city in the free world. Carlita, how you doing? Can't stay long. Blessings from Kansas. Judy's about to go to sleep. Take care, Judy. Take her sleeping pills. Yeah, I'm not going to stay in here long. Don't think 10. But it was written more than 20 years before his birth. Interesting. My family was from the Cherokee, North Carolina. And the building stocking up. There you go. It's a smart thing. Chili beans tonight. Bobby Jean Barnes. All right, good to hear that. Standerfoot says, it's not you, Greg. It's the silence going on. Oh. Worms become aggressive and attack worm farmer. Whoa, now. What do you have? Yeah, I expect that from an Astro zombie apocalypse person. Now, come on. My worms are sweet. Jessa taught my boys as soon as they could how to hold a bang bang. There you go, Rebel. Judy Dow. Great idea. I have two can openers. There you go. Well, I got a bunch of those little knives. Green rigs. Now, that's twice now. As soon as someone... I ain't going to say the word. I'll be buffering, right? Puerto Rico has yielded up troops to assist this year's so-called inauguration. So-called. There you go. You might have a point. Potholders. That's easy to forget. Hand towels. What I try to reach out is focus. Okay. Jessa. Rhonda Coughlin. They wanted our name and phone number. Don't give it out. Don't give it out. Jay Reed. Hi, Greg. Can I order worms? Not right now. The website is down. Although it's kind of weird. Something else got stuck in my spot, and I called them up and told them to take it off. And they said they did, and they didn't. I don't have time to go into to log in and see what's going on there. I was trying to get GoDaddy to take care of it for me, and they said they would, and they didn't do it. There's another site there right now. And they took down my Power Grid Defense site. I don't know why that happened. I told them to take down the Green Gregs. They did, but recently something got shuffled, and they messed everything up. And I got to go into that. But I got to build so I got to redo the website working for me to help me out with that. Now I need help. I need help. I got maybe shoot. All right, let me see if I can get it here. Figmentation. I got it. Figmentation. I hope I got it now. Figmentation. I guess it's that. Is that like a figment of your imagination? All right, Justin. Sometimes the names. For my name is Blue, so they like stand out. But the other names are fainted and are smaller than the type that you type with. So I have to look real close on those. Noah's Ark 1962. Let's see. She pretty shook up on TV. We're talking about that Nancy. Gotta be home Wednesday. There you go. Be home. That's a good idea, Fresh Red. It's the best place to be. Home. Excuse me. I'm still interested in sharecropping with you. Okay, well, Vicky, we're going to have to talk. I gotta make sure I got your phone number still. I sent one text to your phone, no answer. Did you text me today? Text me, Vicky, and I don't know if I'll call you back tonight, but text me again. I don't know if I actually put your name in the phone or not, because I remember we did talk on the phone. All right. Arnold Schmidt says, I saw a list of people who were going to be for crimes against. Arnold, there's been stories of that for 4 years. And the list just kept growing always. And I don't know. So, yeah, I'm hearing these things, and I'm hearing a whole new slant on it now. But let's just see what happens. Let's see what happens. So I don't want to be too speculative about those things, because I've been seeing and hearing things left and right and up and down and all around. So let's just hang on to our hats and see what happens. Don't get your hat blown off. It might be blowing hard when it gets started. No, supposedly it happened last night, Greg. Oh, well, I saw pictures of her with some female sheriffs around her, but I don't know. Don't know. If that's happened, they sure are keeping it quiet, but that would tip things off, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that would be a major tip to some others? So I don't know if that would pan out or not. I think they're going to do a big op. They don't want to tip their hand on it. I think they want to make things look quiet. They don't want YouTube channels saying, oh, they're going to do this, because they wouldn't want to give me any ideas. They wouldn't want to, if you're going to do a surprise operation, it's got to be a surprise. The element of surprise only works when it's a surprise. Grand and down, and you all have a, wait. Amanda, what are you saying? Grind and down, and you all have all you need. Good down. I hope people are prepped up pretty good here. Oh, I don't know, Frozen. I don't know. U.S. countries. Have you seen the letter? Do you know it's from Mr. T? Miss P? Yeah, sometimes you don't know. I've seen some things that, were alleged letters. Photoshop can do a lot of stuff, guys, and there's a lot of stuff floating around. I wish to be going up there soon. I have to work. Oh, okay, you're not up there. Okay. Well, no wonder you're 55. Okay, you're down in the hot spot. Down around Phoenix. It's hot down there. President Donald Trump will remain in power indefinitely. Well, deep function, 100,000 minus 1. It might be. There are around 200,000 sealed federal indictments. I've been watching that number climb for 4 years now. I don't know. We'll see. 200,000. Wow, where are they going to put all those folks? They call me pretty. I beg to differ. Well, Jessa, why is that? Just got a LinkedIn message about George Whitesides. I don't know what that was all about. News about George Whitesides. Well, I know. Got to check it out. I hired George Whitesides once. Be the executive director of the National Space Society. He is the CEO of Virgin Galactic. And they're on the verge of supposedly launching tourists on this Spaceship 2 from the White Knight 2. The hybrid rocket technology is spin off of the technology I pioneered with some of my guys here with their Halo and HART programs. There ain't no way I'd ride on that thing. Oh, I know too much about that. I would not ride on it. Tim Pickens and I are talking about doing a session on that. I would be concerned with that thing. I got some real concerns. I saw a Maverick star. I heard many governments resigned in Italy. Yeah, Italy did have some major change up. They had a big shake up in Italy. That's true. Northern Hemisphere, take care. Some man is telling us I'll take care up here. It's just getting warm. We're getting cold. Markle is resigning. Oh, in Italy, that's true. Circumstances that are highly peculiar, okay? And we got really famous in charge of all these National Guard activities right now. So it could get interesting. It's like there's a lot of shaking going on, guys. The entire Dutch government's collapsing. Ooh, oh, dun 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 dun. All Northern Hemisphere nations know what's coming. Yeah, we're having some. It's getting interesting, very interesting. So I keep telling you guys, keep your eyes wide open and head on swivel. This week is going to be nuts. I don't know, there may be some protests tomorrow. There may be false flags just to try to disparage some people so they can take up their bang bang poles. I don't know. Jay Reed says, would like to see you on Telegram Messenger where you won't be so censored. I'm going to have to start looking at these other platforms. Sonali is giving some advice here. Sonali, what would you recommend to get people to relax to sleep? So the Indian people are really good with herbals. Really great with herbals. So Sonali, you ever get here, you have to see my turmeric. I raise turmeric and garlic. You are the sun, I am the moon. Ah, that's interesting. Amanda, yeah, we're on different sides of the world here. More ways than one. But we're connected in spirit. Thank you, Sir Neil Diamond. Was that one of his song lines? Her party elected a new leader. Wow, already? Real Rock Nation Day is March the 4th. Well, now, the Constitution actually sets the 20th of January. But if you're under martial law, it could change things. Technically, we are in a national emergency. Mr. T set a national emergency back over the bug going around some time back. So technically, we're in a national emergency, which gives all kinds of power to FEMA. FEMA. Yeah, at work we do things called FMEA, so I get them confused sometimes. Failure modes and effects analysis. So, yeah. This week could be very interesting. Very interesting. The whole world sounds like. She said in 18 she would not run in 21. Oh, news. 1984 Olympics. Commercial on Macintosh. 1984. No kidding, that is an irony. Some other guy resigned today. We blocked FB today. Wow. I don't know. Not just that, but other issues. Every nation to be a victor. All right, I'm trying to scroll through. I know I'm way behind on my messages here. Also, documents are going to prove that Chuck Grassley held out the information. Yeah, there was a lot of information held out. That's the crazy thing. A lot of crazy information was held out. And, that's one of the things that made Mr. T angry. He, a lot of his own departments in his administration were holding that information. He was sure would have thrown the election in his favor strong, and they didn't come out. And he was not a happy camper about some of that. I'm concerned about MPs, says Mickey Rooney. Yeah, could happen. The whole world is getting dicey. Just I meditate every day, and MT9 friends say I'm weird and I tell them love. Okay, Jess, that's a good idea. Nothing wrong with meditating. Nothing wrong with that. You got a lot of the people in this room do that too. Fees warrant victims like myself. Whoa. Chuck Grassley retained documents as far back as when the initial startup of FISA warrants went out. He called all of his FISA warrant victims. There you go, Vicky. That's his, right? See, Rebel Rose meditates. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Greg's, were you following today's events in D.C.? As much as I saw stuff on. I've been seeing a lot of stuff out here, guys. Lots of stuff. Bill Hess. Greg, did you see DJT's FB and Instagram were reinstated today? Really? Reinstated today? DJT is the Don. Damn, I didn't know. What about his Twitter? Yeah, I heard the guy that runs Twitter was talking about going after a whole lot more people and taking down a lot of accounts. Anybody connected to DJ? Jay was the vowel. 93 in the room and only 86 thumbs up. I appreciate some more thumbs up got it, so we're getting counts on that. Okay. Yeah, it helps the algorithms. The algorithms. And it helps the channel. Ozark, I don't think much of the U.S. will be left. Ah, you may be right. Greg, I've been saving worms from my fake grass. They come out and I think they can dig in. No, sir, they can't. Rise they go. Oh. Rich saying burning worms. Instant fry. Oh, do they burn on the reef? We got astroturf. What's the fake grass? And John Engel says, Greg, they're getting real. I'm really worried about what's going to happen. Under the radar while I'm buffering. No wonder I'm talking certain things. All right, so you're trying to save your wormies. That's good to know, Amanda. Millie. Say Millie for the one with the TA. Say it and back on the dirt. Okay, good. Sorry about the buffering. Yeah, I know I'm way behind on these messages. Help Greg battle the Al Gore no rhythms. Has no rhythms. Operation Paperclip. Yeah, I knew a bunch of those guys. In fact, I cut Conrad Edinburgh's Christmas turkey a few times. How about that? Pray for the best and prep for the worst. Amen. Armor of God, Jesus. That's it, no fear. I landed in Paris at the airport. I don't think. Dutch government resigned. Greg, I drive from as soon as the sun won't blind me till my legs start cramping. How many miles you making today, Vicky? How's it going for you? How many miles you making today? And you're going straight for Arkansas, right? You're just taking kind of a detour south where the weather's a little better, right? You and Sweeps are in the same state, the same area, the same state at this moment. If I'm reading you right, aren't you in Tucson, Vicky? Y'all might want to coordinate with each other. Y'all might meet up. I don't know. Man, oh, what did Dutch say that got you started? Dutch and Aussie United. Oh. Well, the Dutch had the Dutch East Indies for a while. Yeah, I used to know a guy that was born there back when it was the Dutch East Indies. Greg, why are so many governments falling apart this week? That may lead credence to this big deep state crack that a lot of people have been rumoring and talking about for years. that, that may actually lead credence. So to get so many cracking at once, if that's true, I mean, that's what some people have been predicting for a long time. I've been getting pretty skeptical. Said the word rocket, and it buffered. 1949 fiction novel. I've heard of that. You saying Werner von Braun penned that? A story. I didn't know Werner von Braun penned that. Go back and check that. Elon. Oh, well, I had a lunch. So I thought the fry bread and chili bean lust in your eyes, brother. Fry bread and chili bean lust. Oh, my God. Oh, by the way, we're supposed to be firing the first stage, the core stage of the Space Launch System, Artemis 1, tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central Time, I believe. So there should be a rocket motor firing down at Stennis if everything goes right. And let's hope it don't go kaboomy. In the movie Squirm, the worms get aggressive and attack the worm farmer. Not my. Oh, that's what you were talking about. Yikes. Squirm. Let's see. USA WIP, the last hurrah. Maybe, I don't know. Project Mars, a technical tale about the human migration to Mars in the 1980s. Ooh. Yeah, I wouldn't put him past him right there. Yeah, he was really doing everything he could to promote the idea. And in fact, when they were going to the moon in the 60s, they really thought we were going to have manned missions to Mars in the 80s. They really thought that. And they were planning architectures for how to get to Mars way back then. And they were going to use nuclear second stages to do it, the Nova rockets. I just got headlines, but it was also in the French news. Yeah, I'm getting tons of messages from other people right now. And you see what the word Danish prince married Tasmanian Aussie girl. So your Tasmania is joining with the Danes. Like so many old world, you never heard it. Interesting. So that's the history there, eh? Yeah, well, in relation to Bobby Allison, well, that's a good question. It's a possibility because they were in Hueytown, and there's just so many Allisons, in this area. In fact, they favored a lot of the old Allisons from northwest Georgia, where my dad's family comes from. So there's a good possibility because there was a huge Allison contingent there that went down in a wagon train and settled among the Cherokee Indians. They bought their land from the Indians and paid them a decent price for it, fair market price for that day, and lived there among them. So my ancestors lived right in the middle of the Indian tribe. Greg, I love you, site. You try to help people. Well, thank you, John. I do. I try to help people. Save the bloodlines. Makes me wonder. It makes me think the more we do, the more to do this, are we on the brink? A lot of good questions because the deep state's not going to go down easy. If the deep state's going down, if it's cracking, see that there's that little ones, and that's what's cracking everything. That's being exposed. I don't know. I don't want to say too much about that yet because I was really doubting the QAnon story because they were saying, just saying the words on here might get my channel banned. Saying that word. I'll just say Q. Well, even that I probably shouldn't say. Qubits, the quantum computers. We're talking about qubits. Everybody knows this is a LARP session, live action role play. Yeah, I gotta throw some qualifiers in here, guys. Yeah, you gotta be careful what you say. You get deplatformed now. Don't want to go there. So patience, kids, says Suzy Q. Well, that might be the answer. Patience. Lost the Raven Queen at Tower of London. Will England fall? The Raven Queen? Despite Queen Victoria. All right, Jessa. So that's what's that number? area code? Hmm. Jesse, where are you located? What state are you in? Was here. Jesse. My older brother. Where you at, Bobby? You know, Jesse and Frank James had family in Huntsville, and they used to come down here and visit Huntsville. It said that Jesse James actually worked in the First National Bank in Huntsville and then robbed it. What about magnesium? Okay, Vicky. All sneaky, the Brits. Why we... Hey, we're not a Commonwealth here in the United States, although there are states that consider themselves Commonwealth states, like Virginia. Let's see, there's been a lot of talk about a new 9/11 type incident. Now, that would not surprise me. I mean, that's part of the question. Why all the FEMA activity in D.C.? Is it because there's something going down or a big incident, a big Trojan asteroids coming? Well, Trojans, hey, Amy, yeah, you've been sending messages to me through the Facebook Messenger, and since I'm live, I don't want to be looking at them right now. Asteroids or asteroids locked in the L4 and L5 locations of Jupiter. They're gravitationally locked in. They shouldn't be displaced and heading this way from there. It would take some major body to move them and set them out of that because they're in a gravity well. All the asteroids that we've been seeing coming at us and around here have been within the velocity limits that's typical. But there's a lot of misinformation too about asteroids. Some people throw a lot of stuff out there and they get all excited when, yeah, we're very likely one day to get a hit. And there is stuff in the Bible, you know, in Revelations about hits, and it could happen any time. But the probability of really big ones isn't that great in any one given year. But it's something that I have had a long time interest in. And let's see here. In fact, I could turn this all around. Let's see, I got a Cosmic Catastrophes poster up here, which, you know, you can see in the middle of it's a big impact. Yeah, by the way, let me unplug my phone where y'all can see this. Put it up close to it. Probably should have this under glass. That little flag was on the Mir space station, and it was carried up back on the Space Shuttle Discovery, STS-91, back in 1998. And this is signed by Dan Golden and Frank Cumberston. How about that? In case y'all didn't know it, I am a space guy. I do have my channel Galactic Gregs. And that's my calendar from 1988, back when for their Strategic Defense Initiative. Oh my God. So, I hope I didn't throw me all the way back to the top. I did. About to be weird in the homeland. You talking about your homeland? Yeah, Mr. B will definitely enforce draconian laws if he gets this crack at it. So a lot of the stuff going around says he ain't gonna get that crack. Take weapons and yeah. Jupiter and Saturn conjunction will bring a lot of restrictions all over. Uh-oh. Well, now we got a conjunction also with, let me turn this thing around. We got a conjunction also right now with Mercury. So what does that mean? Biden ain't going to do nothing, says Suzy Q. Well, he would if he could. Are the asteroids filled with Marvin Martian? How about some of those portable holes? I used to love those portable holes. And then there was the instant Martians. Remember that? Just add water. Looney Tunes comics, they were the best. Jesse James, I ran with John Henry. Oh, John Henry was a still driving man. As the world I'm seeing, yeah. You better not cause bloodshed. Well, let's hope not. I'm gonna tell you what, though, if they start coming around and take up all our bang bang poles, it's gonna be pretty because we got a lot of people in it. We're not gonna go for that. Laugh, that's okay a bit. What make USA so awesome? There we go. Well, you know what? I'm not letting them get to me, Amanda. I tell everybody to keep their head on their shoulders, but you got to keep your sense of humor too, your sense of humanity. That's very important, guys. Keep your sense of humanity. And even though these people may aspire to do all these things, aspirations to do it and actually pulling it off is two different things. Oh, Squirm is the only movie based on worm farming. Well, maybe it's got to have some crazy plot, right? Yeah, worm farming in itself is normally not the most dramatic thing in the world. Except there's that song, out. Oh, shit. But that wasn't about worm farming. I'm not special. I'm just here loving. Oh, Jessa, come on, Jessa, hang in there, girl. Is that your picture in the little icon here? Those pictures are about so little it's hard to see much, but you've either picked a pretty representation or you're a lovely lady. So don't get depressed. Wow, lady, Taylor says pineapple jam. Oh, I bet that's good. But that is interesting. Well, it's Dirt. How you doing, bud? Good to see you here. Where you located, Lady Dagger says? I know I've asked you before. Something like that. Got so many people. Old American adage, pry them out of my cold, dead hands. There you go. Oh, speaking of that, hang on. Hang on. Now that you mentioned that. Ah! Yeah. Hang on, guys. Oh, shoot. Turn around. Oh, who made that leaf? Connie. Who's in this channel a lot. She made that leaf. It came from her. You know who this guy is? He's known to say that. He might know what this is. Do you know what that is in the middle right there? There's one of my conspiracies. Yeah, I'm a conspiracy practitioner. I ran a constitutional convention once for a space government, for all humanity in space. That was my granddaughter when she was little. Her mother's Mexican, dark hair. Yeah, I had quite a hand in that. So I was talking about Marvin today. I remember the Mars Polar Lander crashed. Now you know why. Funny thing is, this cabinet was used in a place that actually made the flight patches that flew on the space shuttle. Sure, y'all have seen this picture of me with my rocket that made the Guinness Book. World population through the years. 81, 150 million. Donald his new K9 decoder, Professor becomes the first human being on Earth to hear what barking dogs are actually saying. Now, see, this guy spent a whole career developing this K9 decoder. And what are they saying? They're all saying the same thing. Hey, 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 like a dog. There's my boat, Mr. Offshore, which I launched the Cat's Prize rocket from, the balloon. And that was my daughter and her husband-to-be just before they got married. That was for their wedding announcement. My son when he was a little boy. Local radio station. Plots. Here's guys. You got to show some. Quite a story behind that picture. I'll get into that later. I got to catch up my notes here. I'm behind. I'm going to leave my Christmas lights up. Yeah, I'm Santa Claus. Why not, right? And I'm just going to leave them on my Santas. There you go. Give you a tour of some of my junk. Oh, yeah. That's my name. I'm told that's my name in cuneiform. Had a ex-girlfriend for me. Ain't like my saber over there. Thanks, I didn't mean to show my stuff. I'm supposed to be showing all that stuff, am I? All right. Greg, buffering. Holy smoke. Let me turn this thing around. There we go. I know I'm way behind on messages now. Holy smoke. Take me an hour just to get caught up. National polling firm source confirmed. What was the poll? I'm probably 30 minutes behind. Lee reporting he'll be on again shortly. Cell towers down. Yeah, well, you know they're going to be taking out communications. They don't want people running ops around there. And my screen is really blanked out here because, I better be careful with the buttons I'm touching on this phone. I'm going to have to plug the power back in. The screen is really dimmed out on me here. Hang on, guys. Give me a little more brightness so I can see better. All right. All right, Frozen World wants some pineapple jam. Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying some of that. Valerian root is great for sleep. There you go. Calm the central nervous system. Make it like a tea, says Lady Dagger status. Arnold Schmidt. New info over there. Okay. No shaking here, love. Unless you will watch my stuff. I mastered that. Oh, yeah. Barron Trump is the first son to occupy the White House in 50 years. Well, that's interesting. The last male son to live there was John F. Kennedy Jr. Wow. Oh, Connie! There you are. Connie, did you see that I just showed the leaf you gave me? Connie is here in the house. I showed that leaf you gave me. But I'm probably 30 minutes behind. I mean, some of you guys may have already left, and I'm reading your messages. Almaran, we're under martial law of some sort. Now, that may be, especially in the D.C. area. There's a National Emergency Act in 2018. That's right. Yeah, and then all the stuff for 2020, yeah, with a bug. People working on the barriers and fences aren't allowed to leave. They aren't allowed to leave. They can't get back in. Saw worker video. Interesting. Interesting. It's going to get interesting, folks. We don't want to say too much. Trap won't work if too much is said, guys. Our channel's out there talking. I want to keep their mouth shut. You know what I mean? Yeah. The United States is determined that the Institute of Virology engaged in classified research and leading laboratory animal experiments since 2017. Guys, and y'all know that Dr. Fauci funded gain-of-function studies there to dealing with the bat virus. I like daydreaming time. There we go. Magnesium works great. Tell us how to use the magnesium, Lady Dagger status. Tell us how to use it. Frozen World. All right. So what more? What's more viral? Interesting. Crummy mechanisms, right? Probably. It's far more deadly than a bug. Think about it, guys. You heard the democracide? Every time the crummies take over, they off a big part of their populations. But they always take up the means of self-defense, and of course for their safety. Oh, for your safety, we have to take those things up so you won't hurt yourselves. And then they come around and do all kinds of crazy stuff. That's why people don't want to give them up. All right, this reminds me of the echoes of history. Jesus came to a corrupt world. Trump entered into a corrupt world. Jesus fed 5,000. Trump gave 5,000. Yeah, for Trump, that's like a nickel. 5,000? Not even a penny. Greg, we all decided we are daydreaming, so get some tacos. Daydreaming. I think that's what it is. Tacos. That would make some good eating right now. Look into magnetic generator. Magnetic and spark plugs. Number 86. All right, any no ones. We finally got 102 people right. I need to scroll faster. I am way. But you get some of Lee's encryption radios while he. Yeah, I need to talk to him about that. We're going to do a video. Administrated by Fauci. You got that right. All right, says you keep going to bed. Sweet dreams. Yeah, you're right, Amanda. There, it seems like there's some issues with that. I don't want to say the word here. Does Australia even exist? You tell us. You're the one that's there. Oh, thank you, Jessa. All right, so the screen's still a little faded out for me here. We are the monster, says Greg. You know, you're out there in B-land, Bama-land. You know, we have any snow left? We had a little snow, and it just finally, I had a little bit in the wood, in one spot on my back deck this morning still. It's gone now. It got in the 50s here today. Got pretty warm. Well, actually got warm yesterday. Got in the 50s yesterday. Got really warm yesterday. Yesterday's last day we had it. And then it's getting cooler today. It's got windy today. That was a real problem. General Flynn, be not afraid. All right. Michigander. All right, Cheryl. Been to Michigan a couple times. All right. I'm trying to read these messages, guys. Trying to catch up here. I'm way behind. People in California are delusional. Sarah, I think you're on to something. I know my indigenous laws and dream time, sir. Walkabout. That's what we need. I need a good walkabout right now. People still think that Bill is helping people. Yeah. Oh, prevent polio. Yeah, I'm not the most trusting of Bill. Water. Send Amanda love. Nothing back. I don't say. Oh yeah, Amanda's loving. This place is a dream. Only a sleeper considers it real. Well, we're doing our time here, my friends. We're doing our time. We have our relations here. We have our family, our friends. That's what matters more than anything. All people from around the world have dreams, times, stories. Before the destruction by Rome. Oh, what did Rome have to do with that? Can I send you an email, says Rhonda. I think there's a couple of y'all been asking wanting to email me. Look, guys, if y'all want to email me personally, right now probably it's best just to email me at how5space@aol.com. how5space@aol.com. I'll write it down. I was using that for the tribe stuff, but we're not really. I've switched that over, although we're still checking that. I do get a lot of email. Oh, got a greasy spot or something on this paper. all 5 space at, and just put Greg in the title. How about that? Greg. I know of another lady that's been getting tribe date off that email. So far, I've been running around 300 to 400 miles per day. Well, that's pretty good. Not bad. I-10 south of Tucson. Not bad at all. So, what time? When are you planning to get into Arkansas, Vicky? Getting hungry. I'm gonna go make me something. Get some sleep. There you go. Some slop. Oh, some slop. There are things out there that will come to light and shock people, but no, all will be okay. Okay, Rebel. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of rumors of that kind of stuff. Old as dirt. Gotta go. Good night, old as dirt. Probably already gone. I know I've got to be way behind on these messages now. No snow in Manhattan, Kansas. P38, best can opener. Oh my God, am I far behind? Fun stuff, cool things. I'm a worm farmer too. I'm a worm farmer too. No, we can make a song of that, right? Bloodshed and war, innocence lost. Yeah, that's tragedy. Yeah, I'm getting tons of email messages from folks. Sending lots of messages going across. I'm not a bad person, but don't mess with me or my people. I hear you there, Jessa. I agree with that. I don't blame you for that either. You got to protect your own. Champion, though, through and through. Mr. Wayne. Rome stole the island from. Oh, yeah, triggered buffering. Oh, I got it. Yeah, there's certain. Yeah, it's interesting. This buffering does seem to be word triggered. Isn't that interesting? Well, I'm also going from the cell phone network to the platform. I use my so powers honestly. This guy followed me to Rex. Just, oh, sorry about that, Jessa. So, Jesse, you've been following Rex. Are you one of my Facebook friends? Peace and light, prayers and healing. Prayers for peace and healing. There you go. Sassafras Red. PA. Oh, yeah, that's right. Pennsylvania. Chin up and God bless. Yeah, I knew I'd ask you previously. Shame you don't see this. Shame you don't see this. See the issue, USA. Shame you don't see the issue. Well, man, maybe we need some education. Help us out. Chocolate ice cream on top of your coffee. I have a big heart. I bet, Jessa. That's good. All right, Rebel, you good night all. Love for your heart always. You going to bed there, Rebel? Yeah, it's 11:47. We need to rush up, but I'm so far behind on messages. Rebel Rose, good night. Yeah, Telegram's a different place. I have emotional and mental issues. That banning material. That is banning material. Okay. Well, the material world is something. Well, Jesse, you sound like you were kind of worried about your image there. Don't be. Same people I deal with. Okay. I'm an old star watcher, galaxy watcher. Carlita. Trojans been talked about this March. Lots of them. Who's talking it? If it's Israeli News Live, I don't know. He gets kind of excited. Somebody's had him on a tangent about some things. He's been not spot on about that stuff. He's been off, quite a bit off. I was down in California, and there was Air Force Base back in '82. Okay. Watch the Challenger take off, piggyback from 747 Columbia. I saw Columbia fly right overhead here, right standing out my driveway. Of course, we know that was the last space shuttle we lost. That'll be a laughing joke and see the big picture. Amen. Greg, I'm just starting a GoFundMe just to visit and touch your beard. You're doing a GoFundMe to come touch my beard? Rex said I could do it. Well, if you come here, I'll let you touch. I'm in northern New Jersey. Okay, northern New Jersey, the Garden State. Well, that Garden State's pretty crowded, isn't it, Lady Dagger Status? Girl, that's a very high populated area. You might want to get out of there. You might want to get out of there. Get somewhere less populated. Whew. A lot of stuff's going down, my friends. I want to get away from the cities. And also in Pennsylvania, you got some crowded areas too, Jessa. Don't be too close to Pittsburgh or Philadelphia. Yeah, in the middle of Pennsylvania is pretty, well, a lot of nice farm country there. Man, this is buffering like a mini commercial. Sorry about that. Fun, cool things. I'm talk about resignations. That's what we've just been talking about. Greg, watched your Bill Gates video. Do you believe geoengineering is already going on? Well, you know, we've started rain. I mean, we've used that silver iodine to see clouds and make rain, and China's going into that. There's been talks about other kinds of engineering projects. I don't think it's going on in a real heavy way, but it could. It could. Harry Saber is from Pennsylvania. How you doing, buddy? PA gang, says Jess. two PA gangers in here now. Well, thank you, Tessie. Thank you. Hey, Greg, did you ever work with Jay Morris at NASA? There was a Morris involved in some asteroid. I think it was Morrison. The guy used to be over the Planet Center. I didn't ever work with him, but I talked to him. The guy with the Minor Planet Center who would track all the asteroids. I used to know that guy. Appreciate that. And now I'm buffering again. On this rock I shall build my church, and the Bill Gates of shall not prevail against it. The gates of I stand, even though let's see, how's it go? I stand at the gates of Bill, and I won't back down. I'll stand my ground. Hey, you know what song I'm singing there? Can you snuggle me? I promise I'm only. Well, hey, I'm pretty generous in my hugs. Let's see. Remember, Sun Tzu bearded beheaded the two women that didn't take him seriously. Oh. Lately. No, what's his name? Ice Age Farmer. He was on another big show today too. A life for a life. Thank the animals for the nutrition and the life force. Yeah. Yeah, that's what the natives always did. They always thanked the animals. I know you're behind on chat. I think about it. I gave up Facebook years ago. Okay. Sonia, Rep Raskin's son killed himself a few days ago. He left the dead and not depression. Oh, wow. Gee, that's just crazy stuff ever. Green Greg's Mountain Man. There you go. Well, guys, I said, tell you something. I built a Hawkins rifle when I was a teenager. And I got a few of them right now. Yes, sir. I've always liked that. In fact, when I was a kid, I had got me lines all the way up to and through Canada. I wrote Seine Railroad and got their railroad plots. And I had a map that would fit an entire wall of British Columbia. I think you can go up there and live in the wilderness. And you can see I was also interested in Alaska back in the days. I was wanting to get into the wilderness. Israeli News Live has went way off the deep end. He has missed many things and been wrong on tons of things. He claimed insiders knew. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He has. And if y'all might recall, I did a video back in August because Steve Bannon said that come September, no one would be able to deny that Nibiru was coming in our solar system and all these asteroids would be hitting us. He said, by September, no one could deny it. And then August, I did it before the September came around. I said, Nibiru comes not this way. And so I've actually slammed him in a couple of videos. Now, I like him. But they're leading him around. Maybe they're trying to make him look bad. I don't know what they're doing. He's got some bad insider info. Guys, I'm a space guy. You know, I know lots of astronomers, lots and lots of astronomers, amateur and professional astronomers. And if you go to my Facebook page, I would say 1,500 of my Facebook friends are astronomers. And there's a whole lot of space engineers and space engineer wannabes. And there's also a lot of gardeners and people that's into worm farming and things like that. That's the bulk of my Facebook friends. Looking for land in Georgia, gave up for that now, was looking for a rental home just to get out of New Jersey this year. Get out of New Jersey, Lady Dagger Status. Get out of New Jersey, by all means. Yeah, just too many people around there. There's land for sale around here in different places. Here in South Tennessee. South Tennessee is a good place. Just don't get too close to the nuclear power plants in southeastern Tennessee, or don't go right. And stay away from at least 50 miles away from Browns Ferry, which is just a mile west. Greg, what are your thoughts on UAPs and UFOs? Demons. That's what I think. There's evil in always been a lot of negative spirits from that stuff. Carlita message me or not? Christian, good night. Yeah, Christian. Yeah, Christian from I Say Try. I met him. He's a nice guy. He was in our chat room here the other night. He came in. He might have just done a cameo, but he was with us the other night. Christian. In our very last chat we did actually Wednesday night, it was kind of like, oh, am I caught up finally? I think I am. Maybe somebody say something.